When we talk about Shohei Ohtani, we think of power, precision, and once-in-a-generation talent. But behind baseball's biggest superstar stands the quiet strength of two people, his parents, Kayoko and Toru Ohtani, who shaped the legend long before the world ever knew his name. Shohei Ohtani was born on July 5, 1994, in Oshu, Japan, the youngest of three children. His parents, Toru and Kayoko, weren't just any mom and dad. Both were athletes themselves, and that competitive spirit runs deep in the Ohtani family. Shohei's father, Toru Ohtani, was an outfielder who played at the Industrial League level, Japan's corporate-sponsored baseball teams. He had the skills to go further, but a shoulder injury at 25 forced him to leave the game and take a full-time job at a Mitsubishi factory. Still, that passion for baseball never left him, and soon he passed it on to his youngest son. Shohei's mother, Kayoko, was also an athlete, a talented badminton player who competed at the same amateur level as her husband. Even Shohei admits she might have been the better athlete. He once joked, "I can't beat her in badminton to this day." When he was little, Kayoko would bring Shohei to her practices, and he'd play around with the equipment, showing early signs of the coordination that would one day stun Major League Baseball. Shohei wasn't the only athlete in the house. His older brother, Ryuta, also played baseball and now coaches a corporate team. But when Toru realized how little time he'd had to support Ryuta's dream, he made a vow to give Shohei every bit of attention and guidance he could. And that's exactly what he did. Toru coached Shohei from elementary through junior high. But on the field, there were no special privileges, no superstar son treatment. Shohei once said, "During practice, he wasn't my dad. He was my coach." Together, they even kept a training notebook, passing it back and forth after games, jotting down advice like great control up to the third inning or chase too many high pitches. Those notebooks filled with lessons, corrections, and encouragement, shaping Shohei's mental game long before he became a global icon. Inside those pages, Toru wrote down 3 golden rules he wanted his son to live by. Be loud and energetic, always give 100% in practice, and run everything out, no matter what. Simple words, but Shohei says he still carries those principles every time he steps on the field. When Shohei made his MLB debut with the Los Angeles Angels in 2018, his parents were there cheering from the stands halfway across the world from home. And in 2024, Shohei's dad wrote an open letter from Japan after seeing his son play at Dodger Stadium for the first time. He wrote, "Seeing how many fans have accepted you here really filled me with gratitude." And he ended with a wish that all of Japan shared. "I hope you make it to the World Series and win all." From a small town in Japan to the biggest stage in baseball, Shohei Ohtani's journey is a story of talent, discipline, and family. Because before he became baseball's two-way superstar, he was simply Toru and Kyoko's son. And that might just be his greatest legacy of all.